The voice asked me which life I wanted, and I picked the wrong one on purpose. I know how insane that sounds, but I remember it like a scar in my brain. There was no body, no ceiling, no pain, just this huge quiet space and a bright blue world floating in front of me. The voice didn't speak out loud. It hit my mind like a thought that wasn't mine. It said, "Which planet do you want?" I chose Earth because it was the prettiest one. Then it showed me families waiting for a baby, and one felt different. A dad was begging for a daughter. A mom was crying happy tears. They felt warm, safe, real. And I said, them. The second I said it, everything dropped. I felt like I was being pulled through water, then crushed into a tiny space, then snapped awake as a baby staring at a white ceiling. My throat closed up just remembering it now. I couldn't talk, but I remember thinking, why am I stuck here? Then came the first weird thing. I reached for my blanket and touched fabric for the first time, and I swear I felt the whole world at once. The softness, the weight, the fact that I had hands. I started crying so hard my mom panicked. She picked me up and whispered, "Shh, you're okay, baby." But I wasn't okay. I was furious and confused and weirdly homesick for a place I'd never seen with eyes. I grew up never telling anyone because deadass, who would believe that? But the older I got, the more details came back. My dad really had wanted a girl. My mom told me that in the hospital, he cried when he saw me and said, "I knew it was her." That should have comforted me. Instead, it scared me because I remembered choosing them. I remembered the exact moment I agreed to come here. And last year, when I was 19, my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and I sat beside his bed while he squeezed my hand and said, "You always felt familiar, like you were already mine." That's when I finally asked him the question that made his face go white. "Did you ever wish for me before I was born?" He stared at me for a long second, then whispered, "How do you know about the letter?" He reached into the drawer and pulled out an envelope dated 6 months before I was conceived. Inside was one sentence in his handwriting. "We don't know who you are yet, but we are waiting for you." I still don't know how I remember any of it. I just know this: I didn't end up in this life by accident. I picked it. And sometimes I wonder what I was running from when I said yes.